however effort you put in, things are much, much complicated than you assume. All the factors cannot come into equation because life itself is so complicated. Something like COVID will come in and to just tear the equation apart. So this is bound to happen. The only solution by my argument, my nature itself was that I had put in my best effort at that time. Now looking back, I would have done better. That is different. In that time, at that moment, you put in your best effort, you put in your best energy, your intentions were really honest, it still failed, okay? You please don't take it personally. It's simply not about you. So perhaps you are ahead of your time so many times are there, perhaps your team was bad, perhaps you're stupid yourself, it happens all the time. You just have to accept and go on with it. Many times I feel that, small failures, people are not able to handle it, okay? So what I'm saying is your job is only about the process, boss. The results, you would love to have it, ideally. All of us have a great result about all that we do. So that's what the whole Krishna, the philosophy is about, just stay away from that. Trust the process. I think many times it works well. The process is good. If it doesn't, please keep going. That's it. I'm trying to, I just need an outlet for my creativity. That's what ultimately I need is that. There's a creative urge, I get ideas. When I see something, I get a parallel idea. Something like that happens. I need an outlet for that. And I need more challenges. I'm not able to be satisfied with just the hero. You have a cutout, you have so many fans. Saltala. I mean, it happens to all of us, I think, All of us need to grow in some way. See, you can't, see what happened in LKG, boss. You had an LKG uniform, you can't probably fit into it now, right? You're growing, naturally you can't. So I'm saying, you grow, you change your costume. After what happens, you reach 20, 25, say 30, people get complacent, sir. You feel you have reached, come on, I'm hitting wolves. Project manager wolf mein. Please, don't. I'm saying that growth cannot stop. You must grow. You must grow in some way, I'm saying. It will not be financially, not necessarily your bank balance. That is one way to look at it. You could be growing spiritually, perhaps. Perhaps your relationships are improving. There are so many ways you can grow. But you must grow in some way, boss. You can't be static. It's horrible to be that way, I think. I have a constant urge for it, to grow in some way, to connect in some way. And that's what keeps me challenging. I'm always looking forward to something new. See, if there is a chance to do something which I've already done, and something new somewhere else, I prefer to do this. Like coming here, it's not my stuff at all. But I thought, here's some new thing, let me try, So that's the way I approach it. So it paid. All of them paid. Choose your life partner with maximum care. On this one decision, 99% of your future happiness will matter. Please, all of you, how many of you are married here? Okay, you guys don't have a chance. The others, please, paste it on your room wall. Because this is going to be a major decision. This is going to be, I'm telling you, this is going to be the crux of so many things that you do. I really hope you find your soulmate who will add to your energies. It's a give and take, okay? When you get into marriage, you are going to sacrifice a lot of things. There's no doubt about it, because two different people are going to come into the same room and trying to live together. It's not easy at all. You are going to make some sacrifices, but the sacrifices must be worth it. You're going to get something else so beautiful out of it. So please make sure of that. The family is going to be the biggest anchor for you. Thankfully, I was blessed with it. All my journey, I shamelessly tell everywhere how much Archana is the reason, because main thing is she didn't interfere. That was the biggest support some people can give, isn't it? She never interfered in my work. The decisions I made, I am to blame for all my flops. I am to blame for all my success. She was taking care of the house. I don't have to worry who is paying the electricity bill. That is one way. I'm not saying that. You can always be the opposite side, right? You can be the career woman who's doing the things. That's not the point. The point is, main thing is, you please divide your responsibilities. Initially, please talk to each other. Later on, don't say, I expect to do this. Please don't get into the rut later. It's going to be too late to correct. Please be, if you have some quirks, all of us have our own eccentricity. We're all mad. And family is a place where people with different madness are trying to come together. All of us are mad in our own way, and we're trying to live together, we're trying to do things together. So it's very, very important that you choose the right mad people to be with. So I think family is hugely important, and if you have a nice family, it's actually something, you do all the great stuff in the world, okay? You got just a new order for 1 crore rupees, whatever. Come on, you've got to show the check to somebody, boss. Isn't it? You must have a soul waiting at the window for you for some reason, man. You need to share. Could be anybody, could be a friend. I'm not saying that. Some people have relationship with dogs and cats, which is so beautiful. I'm saying some connection you need, which you can call family. I'm not saying it's about blood relationship or anything like that. I'm saying have somebody to connect in your life, whom you can be with for a long time. It is not just a flirting for four Sundays and she's gone, not like that. Somebody with whom you can bond, that is a family. I'm not referring to a family. Have some connection which is worth the trouble. Even in shooting, okay, that's one hell of a job. It's exactly like everyday work here. There are so many issues coming. There are so many things which you'll never plan for. We plan quite well. At least I do. I do quite a lot of homework. I'm quite ready, but things can go wrong. And things will always go wrong. I don't know, it's like the Murphy's Law. Things which can go wrong will go wrong. That kind of thing happens. You plan everything and that day the sun is never there. We invested 7-8 lakhs on a big fight scene and the sun refuses to come. It's a cloudy day. Something like that will happen, or suddenly it will rain. Things can go haywire. And all the money you put in, it's crazy money every day at the shooting. It just goes like that. But I think most important is the team leader, who is leading your team. That guy's spirit will leak into everybody. Make sure the guy at the helm, whoever it is, however small the group is, there is one guy who can inspire people to stay, to hold on. And that guy shouldn't sulk. That guy, the director, in my case, in film it's a director, who can hold forward and say, that's fine, tomorrow is another day, we are going to the battle again. That guy is very, very important. So do not let the spirit sink. What is most important is beyond the finances, beyond the madness which happens in terms of logistics, the printer is not working, could be silly things like that, or it could be more serious things. Beyond all that, what is most important is your spirit. That you hold on every day, At least you guys have a longer range. It will work after some time. At least in your case, I'm sure it is 60-70% guaranteed. I don't know. In my case, it's 100% risk every time. Really don't know. Till the first ticket is sold, I really don't know if the audience is going to accept my film. But we go thinking that we have done the next Bahubali. That's the only way out. That's how its system works. Who promised you that it will be obstacle free? Who told you that today 9 o'clock I come till 6 o'clock, everybody is going to find this girl is going to come and hug me, this girl is going to give me money, that guy is going to give me this, everything is going to be beautiful. Who told you that? You assumed it. That is the way the system is designed. That is the way life itself is designed. But please do not expect things to be super smooth. Please do not expect a road full of potholes too. Anything can happen, right? You prepare and be ready for it. That's the spirit you work with. So it's about guarding your spirit, your energy, and tomorrow is another day. Tomorrow is another day. Come on, better. They asked James Bond, sir, aren't you tired telling every day, I'm Bond, James Bond, I'm Bond, everything? Aren't you tired? And he said a very nice thing, Roger Moore. He said a very nice thing. Every night, yes. Every morning, no. See, that's how you approach life. You say, oh God, today has been a horrible day, man. I just want to get out of this career. I want to do something else. I want to be an actor like Ramesh. This is nonsense. That's what you say in the night. But morning you get up and say, who the hell is Ramesh? I like my job. That's how you do it. It is typical of the students or the audience to expect an actor to sing or to tell a dialogue from a film, which I do, but I keep it minimum. My heart was always for this. Because I thought, come on, there's so much of energy here. Yeah. Don't let it go waste. I used to keep on telling people, come on, you're special. Every one of you is special. Right. Every one of you is amazing. Please don't waste it. I've been telling it all my life. It came as a show in Weekend with Ramesh. I was I was directing Kamal Hassan Tamil film called Uttamavulan at that time. So at that time, Z reached out to me. Z was just coming up. They needed a show to make the perception bigger. And I was telling them, I will not do shows which is not me. I get paid, that's different. But I can't do stuff which is not me. I can't do a show where you get people into bad situations. I'm not that type. So I said it has to be me. If it is me, the show will be a hit. And my me is this. See, I like to do these kind of things. I will not say negative things about a guy. I will call you, I'll glorify you, I'll tell you all the best aspects of you. You've done mistakes, even I've done, yeah? All of us have done mistakes. Why should I glorify your mistakes? You yourself will know. I said, I'll not glorify anybody's mistake. I'll put the best part of them outside so that somebody watching will feel like doing something great. So once I decided on that I will not do anything negative, the whole media was busy doing scandalous things at that time. And this came as a fresh air because there's nothing scandalous. Even if the man has done something terrible, I will not show it on my show. I said there are other shows which will show it. And I tell people it is not a 360-degree show. I'm not showing the best. I'm not showing the entire man. I'm showing the best part of the man. So what happened was suddenly, people started believing in the better part of themselves. Say, come on, all of us have problems. All of us are. We're all man, right? But there are also greater things about us, man. So people started identifying the greater self. So Weekend with Ramesh became great. And of course, I would go all the way to make it bigger and bigger in terms of connection with the people. Thankfully, everybody who came on the chair, many of them my friends, and since they knew there was no agenda, there's going to be no harm in the show, they opened up more and more and more. It became like a psychiatrist chair. And people started telling things which, oh my God, my best friends, I didn't know they'd done that. They started telling all that. Some people, all of them cried on the chair. I didn't mean to make them cry. I don't know why they cried also. I don't know why they did it. And then thankfully, the CM came, the ex-PM came, everybody came. It became better and better. So it happened during Uttamavulan time. The first was that, when I was doing, I told you, I was a very, very serious engineering student. I was a mechanical engineer. I was very, very academic. I was so academic, you wouldn't believe. My friends cannot believe that I'm an actor running around trees with girls now. Because I was so, I was such a serious student. I was really into it, and my marks were really at the top level. They can't believe that I'm an actor now. So the key point, I think, is that suddenly, an engineering student on stage gets an offer to act in a film. And I say, okay, let's go with it. And that changed my life. It's a folk. You can't believe the kind of folk it is. It's a huge folk. But there's another takeaway. I wanted to be an engineer. I was a very, very serious student. I would study harder than all of you perhaps. I would be like that. But then something else came, totally unconnected. I was open to it. And that gave me everything in life. All the beauty came because of that openness. So that's another big takeaway. Please be open to everything. I'm saying, you be prepared, you've done everything, but still something suddenly comes out of the window which you never expected. Good, bad, ugly, we don't know. Some things go ugly too. But don't be too close. Keeping it open, I think that was the key moment, was that when I took off from engineering to cinema. Try to keep your innocence. It's the toughest thing to do. It is the toughest thing to do, is to retain your innocence. That is the beauty of everything. That's the beauty of everything, is to keep the innocence, keep your naivety. That's what's helped me so much. I'm actually a stupid guy, honestly. I'm a very naive guy. But that naivety helped me so much. All the schemers and the strategists could never match it, because the people were on my side. This is what worked for me. So what I'm saying, what will happen, I'll tell you, particularly in your circle. Your conscience and your ambition will be at loggerheads. Mark it. It'll happen to you now, or it'll happen slightly later. You will be at the tough point when your conscience asks you to do something, your ambition is asking you to do something else, and you're going to be dragged between those. And the decisions you take at that time will make a big difference. One to your balance sheet, one to your peace of mind. Please be very, very judicious in that. My request, what has worked for me, is that please take decisions. Please don't sell your soul. That's all I can say. Be smart. See, compromise is inevitable in life. There was a beautiful saying on Chennai airport. I love it. It said, compromise is inevitable in life. Wisdom is choosing the right compromise. All of us have to compromise in one thing or the other. There's no way. You have to compromise on something, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your career, you are going to compromise on something. But wisdom is choosing the right compromise. There are some compromises you should not do. Andre, friendship, my view is that you don't need hundreds of friends and all that. You have probably 3-4 in your life who are with you. You can call at any time. I think that's good enough. You don't need a huge circle of friends. Perhaps on Facebook you may need just to widen your base. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to me. Have some couple of them who are really nice to you, whom you can be vulnerable, whom you can see the stupidest things that you did, without being judged. Who will accept you as you are. Those kind of friends, you have 2-3 of them also, it's enough. I had 1 or 2. It was more regular I meet. I mean, I was very busy. They were also very busy. They were also big achievers. But whenever we talked on phone, it was never about anything else. It was pure exchange of ideas. It was beautiful because it has no other agenda apart from the friendship. Because of that friendship, we got great things later. That's different. A lot of benefits we got. But the friendship itself was not about that. It was about pure exchange of ideas. I read this. What do you think of this? Something like that. It was pure exchange of ideas. I think you need people like that with whom you can be yourself and whom you can accept as they are. And very, very few of them. Don't even try to dilute it. No point in I have a great group of friends of 15 people. It's not a cricket team. See, when me and Kamal and all talk, the world didn't know we were friends for 15 years. So I'm saying about that. Because he's Kamal Hassan, I never told people that I know him. You get the point. And because he gave me a director of Rama Shama Bama or Uttamalan much later, I didn't become a friend because he'll make me a director. It is not the point at all. We just used to talk, connect, talk about things like we are talking now, and we could stand and talk for 6-7 hours, just like this. Just 2 of us. Time would just fly. And you find those kind of friends who are, 2-3 things. One, he can be a business partner, he can invest in you. He can be a mentor and give you knowledge. He can be your beer buddy and have a drink with him. You have a friend who's got all those things. You very rarely get friends like that, who are on different planes. You see, some friends are good for friendship. You can never get joke with them. You can't take them to your mother. Your mother will say, who's this guy? You're big with this guy. What kind of guy are you? No? Not like that. There are some friends who you are happy in a pub, you're able to take home, whom you're able to introduce to your friends, who's also your business partner, who's as smart as you. You build up each other's IQs. If you get friends like that, who will lift you up. It's important to be with people, I think, who will take you to the next level, I'm not saying physical, I'm saying, mental growth. It's important to have friends like that. I made a small video on this a couple of months back. The content of this video is this. I can share it with you in case you guys haven't seen it. I said, you must be the master of your moods. It's a very, very tough thing. It's a very, very tough thing. But if you can do that, you'll be king here. That's what has helped me. You decide. What happened was, my daughter's wedding was happening. We were all packing things for the Kalyan Mandap. Me, my wife, my daughter, we are packing things. We are about to go to I told you only one thing to my entire family. Whatever happens there, we'll be in a good mood. We'll enjoy. Don't let anything bother you. That is the only thing I told. And all of us went there. Things will go haywire. Somebody will come and say, Arey, rasamal uppu solpa. Arey, there is a bloody 120 things there and you're finding fault with one rasam. There are 119 fabulous things there and you're finding one mistake with one rasam there. Or somebody else will say something silly, about your costume or your makeup is slightly more, Arey, a hairdresser could have done a better job. But nonsense, man. I'm saying don't let others decide your mood. Please decide. When you go into a meeting, whatever happens, I am not going to lose my shit. You go in with that. You have to make a conscious decision to keep your moods in your control. It's damn tough. But if you tell yourself before you enter a nutty place, you meet your boyfriend, let's say, the girl's looking like, okay. In case you're meeting your boyfriend, you're expecting fireworks. You tell yourself that whatever firework happens, I'm not going to lose my mood. You tell it and walk in. You see the control that you have. You see the control. You'll be amazed at the control that you have in your moods. We think that moods are swaying us. They can take this way, that way. Why the hell? Why the hell? Not at all. You have to tell yourself before going to any important meeting, you please tell yourself, I am the master of my mood. You walk in there, you see the kind of control you have. I am the personal example. I've done it all the time. I had it in me as a nature. My mother was like that. I have it in me as a nature. But once I came to know that this is helping me like crazy, this is one quality which is helping me the most is this. That you have your emotion. I've done these stories, 87 stories. People are crying on the chair. People ask me, how come you're not crying? How come you're? This is the smallest trick that you have. Is that it's very nice to be emotional. It's very nice. That is what makes life beautiful. But it's very stupid to be a slave to your emotions. And it spoils your thinking. You make very irrational decisions if you are very angry or very sad. You make the stupidest decisions when you are overly emotional. So I think kindly be aware of it. That's what's helping. You will never see the kind of emotion that I do on screen. Never in my life. I've kept it for the screen.